The horse told her, "Thank you for putting warm water on his grain this winter," and I was the only one in the entire world that knew that that was happening.
Greetings, splendid viewers, and welcome to Animal World, our co-inhabitants. This is the second and final part of a two-part series featuring an insightful journey into the inner world of animals with telepathic animal communicator Candi Cooper of Los Angeles, California, USA. Ms. Cooper's work with animals has been profiled on many prominent television channels in the U.S., including E! Entertainment Television, Animal Planet, and others. She is the founder of Adoption 911, which is a non-profit animal rescue organization that also operates an animal sanctuary called the Sweetwater Ranch near Los Angeles. Adoption 911 has rescued horses, alpacas, birds, dogs, donkeys, cats, bunnies, sheep, turtles, snakes, goats, pigs, and other animals, and strives to rehome them with caring families. Since childhood, Candi Cooper has always had a deep connection with animals, and every being has a special place in her young and loving heart. Ms. Cooper realized she had the ability to communicate and to truly understand animals at a very early age.
What I like to do, which is different than most communicators, I like to have the owner with me during the reading, and I read in real time. I don't need a picture, I don't need a video, I don't need a set of questions. I just have the owner with me, and when I connect with the animal, we have a three-way conversation. And it's really cool because the owner gets to feel a little bit of what I feel. And there isn't one reading where the owner doesn't say to me, "I've never felt more touched or connected with my animal, ever," because the energy's going through all of us at the same time. What I do is kind of teach the owner how to connect with their animals through imagery and telepathy when they're trying to work with behavioral issues, which is kind of my specialty, especially with the larger animals, the equines and all of that, to communicate in that way without speaking, because it's so much stronger than words, especially when we connect with the animals on the other side.
Our horse friends hold a special place in Miss Cooper's heart, and she says they frequently make inner contact with humans because of our very close relationships with them.
Horses are my first love, and I have a lot of equine clients. So I would say just by virtue of what we do with horses, they're so used to communicating telepathically with their riders on them. They're kind of in the know from the beginning with humans.
Ms. Cooper is a passionate advocate of animal rights and welfare. Her acquaintance with a graceful mare named Princess inspired her to start Adoption 911 in 2009. All the rescued animals stay at the tender-loving Sweetwater Ranch Sanctuary until they find a new home.
I work with a lot of animal organizations. I work with the Los Angeles Animal Services. They have a beautiful program called New Hope, and allows 501c3s like myself to take shelter animals, and then I can place them in homes for people that have financial hardships, but that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be allowed to have an animal, yeah? So it opens the door for that. And it's a great program, and I love working with my local shelters.
Animals have amazing qualities, and their warm-hearted, unconditional love for us lifts our spirits and gives those who are going through challenges in life a reason to smile.
There's been studies now, where the companion animals go out to the hospitals, the therapy animals, visit critically ill children, or they go to the rest homes for the elderly. Petting a dog has been known to lower your blood pressure, right? So, it's becoming more mainstream now, the connection, but it's always been there. The animals are willing to always give, and they need our love just as much as we need them. But again, we're all brothers and sisters. We're all connected. That's how I see it. There's no dividing line. And once you erase those boundaries, you can have a beautiful relationship with any animal you might have. Your snake, your turtle, your dog, the birds out in the trees that live in your neighborhood.
Apollo is a noble horse who stays at the Sweetwater Ranch, and Miss Cooper now relates his story.
This is Apollo, and he's a 10-year-old quarter horse. He's a big boy, and he's a beautiful animal, and he was abandoned. I got a call. The owner couldn't afford him anymore, I guess, and just left him. And I've been working with him, and he's been on a very strict program of vitamins and all kinds of supplements, and he is just looking completely magnificent in a very, very short time. He really is. And he's really fit in well with the family here. He's been helping baby Jazz get over the loss of her mom. Her mom was a Palomino like him, so now she's accepted him as a sort of a surrogate big brother. And it's been really nice. And we're just thrilled to have him. He's a wonderful, wonderful horse.
We will pause now for a message, and when we come back, we'll meet the intelligent Jazz, daughter of the first horse Candy Cooper rescued. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants, here on Supreme Master Television, as we resume our program featuring compassionate, telepathic animal communicator and founder of Adoption 911, Candy Cane Cooper of Los Angeles, California, USA. Let's now meet Jazzy, Sweetwater Ranch's very first baby horse resident, who is a pure joy to be around.
Jasmine, come on over here. Jazzy, and she's a little over a year now, and she's a beautiful little quarter horse, super smart girl, and being that I've had her since she was born, our telepathic communication is just off the charts. I mean, she is just amazing. She already does so many things that a one-year-old horse would never be capable of doing because of the connection, because of how she's been raised. All her training has been through speech and telepathy. I've been teaching her how to read colored cards. And it's a misnomer. People say that animals do not see in color, and that's not true. They do. They see all the colors, and she's an example of it. So that's why I've been training her to do this, not really to do tricks, but just to educate people that there is another whole world to the animals that they never thought was possible. So I'll demonstrate for you. Jasmine, green, purple, red, green, red, purple. Okay. Where's the red? Put your head in. Where is the red card? Red. Good girl. Pretty good, right?
Lastly, Ms. Cooper encourages us all to give heart-to-heart communication with animals a try. She says if we listen, we too can surely connect with the animals.
Listen to that little inner voice, because, you know, you're receiving messages all the time from your animals. They're connecting with you telepathically as they are receiving your thoughts all the time. A lot of times I'll get into a session with an animal and they'll ask me about the owner's health, and they'll, how did my horse know that? How did my dog know that? They know everything. They know everything. Yes. So a lot of times the owners are just so flattered, or they start crying. They can't believe that the animal's just as concerned about them as they are about their pet. It's really beautiful. I would like to ask your viewers to just open their minds and think about their own connection as a human being to other human beings, their intuitive sense when they meet somebody, that little voice in the back of their head. I know that they've all experienced that moment where they're thinking about somebody and then all of a sudden the phone rings and it's that person on the other end. Or again, where they say, I just knew something about somebody, or that was going to happen. I could feel it. All of these signs are little scratches on the surface of what I do in a big way with the animals, and for them to open their minds and their hearts to this other way of connecting and try to experience it and expand on it with the animals. And know that it's real, and to feel it, and not question it, but just to jump in and practice it. Practice it with your own animals every day. Practice it with your friend's animals. Have your friend bring their pet over and see if the owner can tell you something that only they would know about the animal. See if you can guess it. Maybe like what their dog's dinner bowl, what color it is. Focus on it. Ask that animal in your mind and see if you can get a picture of it. Play some games with yourself, telepathy games or psychic games, and build your own psychic muscle. Open your heart and see that there's this whole other universe. It's here. It's right here. The energy flows in you and through you every day. It's right here. All you have to do is receive it. And that's my wish, to just let others feel the beauty of the animal world in their everyday life.
We deeply appreciate Miss Candy Kane Cooper taking the time to introduce us to her work and for showing us around the Sweetwater Ranch. May heaven bless Miss Cooper in her continuing efforts to bring about further awareness of the high intelligence of animals and their noble contributions to our world. For more details on Candy Cooper, please visit www.thesweetwaterranch.com. Peaceful viewers, thank you for joining us today on Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants. Coming up next is enlightening entertainment after noteworthy news. May your days be filled with abundant love and laughter.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.